Simon & Schuster Audio presents To Change the Church, Pope Francis and the Future of Catholicism, by Ross Douthat. Read by Jonathan Todd Ross, with a preface read by the author. For the Holy Spirit was promised to the successors of Peter, not so that they might, by his revelation, make known some new doctrine, but that, by his assistance, they might religiously guard and faithfully expound the revelation or deposit of faith transmitted by the apostles. Pastor Aeternus, First Vatican Council, 1870. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother, and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This mystery is profound, and I am saying that it refers to Christ and the Church. St. Paul, Letter to the Ephesians. But that would be putting the clock back, gasped the governor. Have you no idea of progress, of development? I have seen them both in an egg, said Caspian. We call it going bad in Narnia. C.S. Lewis, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
This one's for Gwendolyn, Eleanor, and Nicholas. A Personal Preface. This is a book about the most important religious story of our time, the fate of the world's largest religious institution under a pope who believes that Catholicism can change in ways that his predecessors rejected, and who faces resistance from Catholics who believe the changes he seeks risk breaking faith with Jesus Christ. It's also a story that cannot be written about neutrally. The outsider to Catholicism is unlikely to fully grasp or appreciate the stakes, or to take the competing theologies as seriously as do the bishops, cardinals, and lay Catholics embroiled in the Church's civil war. The insider, the believer, is likely to be pulled to one side or another, to see God's hand at work in either reform or resistance, to assume that the Holy Spirit has a favorite in the struggle. So it makes sense at the outset to briefly lay out my own background and biases, the experiences and assumptions that I bring to the telling of this fascinating and very much unfinished story. I was not born a Roman Catholic, but neither did I join the Catholic Church as an adult. My family was Episcopalian in the beginning, and as a child I received a certain amount of religious formation, distinctively strange formation in some cases, in various Protestant circles, mainline and evangelical and Pentecostalist. Then I became a Catholic as a teenager, along with my family, in a shift that I welcomed but that was impelled more by my mother's spiritual journey than my own. So in the world of cradle Catholics and adult converts, groups that are often contrasted with one another and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?